achieved.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Studio Day Heffrey. It is nice to see you. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Dak Prescott and Andy Dalton. We're going to talk about the return of Leighton Vander, who it looks like he'll be playing tonight against the Cardinals, and the most important thing that he can fix for this defense. These are the things we shall talk about today. Remember, you can always leave in the comments what you want to talk about tomorrow, and I'll do my very best to take care of you. I have not been here for about a week, and you know what? I apologize. It's been a long time, and I should not have left you without a YouTube video to step to about the Cowboys. Okay. Now, I don't think there's anything official about Leighton Vander playing tonight other than the fact that we told you about a week and a half ago that he was going to play in this game, most likely. And so he will. So the Wolverine is going to play, 5 weeks after breaking a collarbone? He's just going to run back out there, which is pretty kick-ass. We'll do a full preview here for you. I'm rusty. Haven't been here in a while. I apologize. Make sure you're subscribed, though. I love you. Love my 21%ers who have the notifications turned on, and those of you that listen to 105.3 The Fan, 105.3thefan.com. Here's the thing about the Cardinals, okay? I want to tell you the thing about the Cardinals. They're not that good, okay? So I think a lot of people were really doom and gloomy about the Cowboys when Dak got hurt, myself included, because, life's hard when you lose your starting quarterback. They can win this game. Do I have the stones to pick them to win this game? Not quite, but they can win this game against the Arizona Cardinals. We'll go through and do each set of previews, Cardinals offense, Cardinals defense, Cowboys off, Cowboys defense, blah, 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 blah. We'll do all that. I want to say this about Andy Dalton, because the Andy Dalton-Dak thing has, as everything does these days, has turned into like this really stupid and poisonous debate where you have to dig in on something. The Cowboys have one of the most capable backup quarterbacks in the league in Andy Dalton. That's what they've got. He's here for a reason. They weren't hoping they would have him for this reason. They were hoping that if something happened for 2 to 4 weeks, he could keep you cruising until you got your quarterback back. That's not going to happen. But they are better equipped to deal with a quarterback injury than the vast majority of NFL teams. Dalton is a capable NFL quarterback. The problem that we run into in Cowboy world is that you have a lot of Cowboy fans who just hate the team's starting quarterback, whether it's Romo, who was awesome, or Dak, who's awesome, and people just hate him, and so the backup must be, better. There's nothing better about Andy Dalton than Dak Prescott. Literally nothing about his game is better than Dak. So just be thankful that you have a capable backup quarterback that can still give your team a chance to win. Just be thankful. You don't got to fire shots at the starter. You don't got to do stupid stuff like Colin Cowherd, who told his research team, hey, find me any way that I could say that Dalton's as good as Dak. And his research team went through everything in the history of the world. And they're like, okay, what about their first 4 years? They have kind of the same record, and they've thrown the same number of touchdowns. Okay. All right, what about total QBR and Dak's rushing touchdowns and the fact that the Bengals had a top 5 defense for the first 4 years of Dalton's career and the Cowboys had the 18th ranked defense over that same stretch? No, we don't care about all that. Just give me the numbers that say that they might be close, that they could be close. And it's stupid. People do dishonest things to try to get people to click on their crap, and we've had enough of it. There is no comparing the first 4 years of Dak Prescott and Andy Dalton, because Dak through 4 years has been better than Andy Dalton in his first 4 years. Any way you want to measure it, there is no way to measure it that makes it look close. So chill out. Stop being stupid. Cowherd. Now, Andy's a sweet man. Played at TCU. Started a lot of games in the league. You got good weapons around him. If you can protect him well enough and he can get the ball out, here's the wild card part. Andy Dalton can play better than Dak has played this year. He can. Doesn't make him a better quarterback. It means that over those 4 games and change that Dak played this year, your offense could play better than that because your offense could turn the ball over less. The picks and the fumbles screwed this team early this year. So Andy Dalton cannot be a better quarterback than Dak, but he can perform better than Dak did through 4 games and 3 quarters or whatever. He can do that. He has that ability. Take care of the ball, let your playmakers make plays, get the ball out, and the results for this offense could be better than they were to start this year. Both things can be true. Dak is a better quarterback than Andy Dalton, clearly and easily, and it's not up for debate. And Andy Dalton could not make the same mistakes that Dak did so far this year. Could happen. Protect the ball. Be terrified about your offensive tackles and get that thing the hell out of there. Keep 2 hands on it in the pocket. Be careful. Be careful out there, Andy. Be careful. Okay, Leighton Vander Esch is the other thing that I wanted to get to today. Sorry, I got fired up there. I don't know what happened. The Vander Esch return, to me, is important for a couple of reasons. One, I think this team is better when he's got the green dot on the back of his helmet where he's the one calling the defense and getting people lined up. They're better with Vander Esch doing that than Jalen Smith doing that. And 2, and this might be unfair. Maybe this may not be a realistic expectation. But if you remember back to Leighton Vander Esch's rookie year, the thing that really shocked me about Vander Esch was he did not miss tackles. He just didn't. It didn't matter. Wide receiver screen, running back out of the backfield. He would be one-on-one in space with phenomenal NFL athletes, and he'd make the play. He would make the tackle. If I can get that guy in this game, he could be the MVP of the game if I don't count quarterbacks. Because Kyler Murray is impossible. You get caught in the open field with Kyler Murray, you're not tackling him. But as a rookie, Vander Esch made those sorts of plays. So Vander Esch could be the guy that when Kyler Murray decides to step up and take off, he could be the guy that says, I got you, little fella. I got you, little fella. Big old monster. And that was what was so surprising about it for Vander Esch as a rookie, as a guy that is as huge as he is, to have the athleticism and the lateral quickness to be able to stay with littler receivers and running backs coming out of the backfield and to just not miss and be able to get enough to bring them down. Leighton Vander Esch could have a lot to say about who wins this game tonight. All right, so now let's preview it. Let's take a look. The Cardinals, what do they bring to the table? When they are throwing the ball, it's going to be advantage Cardinals, but they don't have great weapons. They have a great weapon. DeAndre Hopkins is possibly the best wide receiver in football, but Fitzgerald obviously is, he's getting up there. He's an old man. So he's not good anymore. He's not good. You can trust him. Throw it to him. He'll catch it, but he can't really run. Not going to do much after the catch. They're not efficient when they throw to Christian Kirk. So DeAndre Hopkins is the dude, but that dude is going to be enough to torch the Cowboys secondary, I'd imagine, because the Cowboys don't have a single good corner that's going to be on the field this evening, and that's a problem, and that's going to be a problem for them for this season and the foreseeable future. Is they got to figure out what they're going to do at corner. By the way, Byron Jones has played in 4 games this year. He's let up 5 catches total. I'm just saying. But DeAndre Hopkins is probably going to murder this team. Probably going to happen. Cardinals offensive line, okay. It's okay. Not great at guard, okay at center, solid at tackle. Unfortunately, that lines up with where the Cowboys' strengths are on defense because your good pass rushers play the edge. Their better offensive linemen play tackle. And Kyler is so tough to corral in the pocket. So when the Cardinals throw the ball, it's advantage Cardinals. When they run the ball, if you're talking about a running back, Kenyon Drake has been disappointing this year. I know because he's on my fantasy team. He's averaging less than 4 yards a carry, but Chase Edmonds is averaging 5 yards a carry. Kyler averages over 7 yards a carry. So when the Cardinals run, I'll just call it a push because their running game has not been impressive outside of the quarterback running. And the quarterback running, I go ahead and count that as the passing game because a lot of times it's going to be on dropbacks where he gets loose on you. Now, Cowboys offense is going to be the real wild card to decide this game. Excuse me, because the Cardinals defense is not very good. Keep in mind, the Cardinals this year, they beat the 49ers. They scored 24 points, and they beat the injury-depleted 49ers, and they beat Washington. They lost to the Lions. They lost to the Panthers by double digits, and they beat the Jets, the worst team in football. So the Cardinals, it is yet to be determined if they're truly a competitive and contending team. And the defense is the biggest thing that they have to worry about. They don't have Chandler Jones. He got hurt. So to me, they don't have a pass rusher you have to be worried about. Hassan Reddick, maybe. But they don't offer a great pass rushing threat. The question is just going to be, with your offensive tackles that the Cowboys are going to be running out there, does it matter who the pass rushing threat is? Can anybody just sort of beat your guys? On the defensive line, the Cardinals are okay at best. Okay. Let me see if it changes when they're in base. No, they're okay. Maybe. Linebackers, not good. Budda Baker's a good player at safety. Deontay Thompson at the other side, no. Patrick Peterson is still hanging on. He's still okay, but Byron Murphy, their other corner, Drake Kirkpatrick, when they're in nickel, is awful. This team, that's the thing, this team is not very good. I just can't pick the Cowboys to win because they're missing their tackles. They're missing their tight end. They're missing their quarterback. They're still missing Cheeto. They're just so injury depleted that if you had Dak, I would pick the Cowboys, but you don't. I'm going to pick Cardinals 30, Cowboys 24, and hope to be wrong. And we'll know soon because this video is going up on the day of the game. So I love you. I'm going to go level up the shotgun on Call of Duty, the new shotgun. Thank you for being here. Leave in the comments what you want to talk about tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're checking 1053thefan.com every day. I love you.